Alright, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up your first corner pocket WP Click Me area. These are really easy to set up as well. Simply, again, go into your WordPress dashboard, go into settings, make sure you're at WP Click Me, and that'll take you to your WP Click Me admin panel. And then what you want to do is go to corner pocket right here, and you just want to add a pocket. Okay, and that's going to open up down below. It's nice and neat. Okay, and then we need to give our pocket a title, and we can call it whatever we want. I'm going to do this one and call this one by the name of the advertisement I want to put up. Okay, and then what you need to do is go ahead and title out your lines here. Okay, these will go down through, and you can put in whatever you want to make them show up here. Okay, so the first thing we want to put in is our first line, and we can just put in whatever we want to advertise here. I'm going to put in okay. You can see that goes right down here as I do it. Again, I'm terrible at talking and typing at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to put in get 10% off your e-cig purchase today, and then you can also put another line of text down below. I use that for like the call to action, like click here. Okay, and see that pops into there. You don't have to put the exclamation on if you don't want. You could put a few not slashes, but a few little periods, whatever you want to put on there, and that will go into place. Now what you want to do is go ahead and put your links into each one of these, so that way it makes links, clickable links, all along this advertisement. So we're going to put in the link that I want to promote here all along, and the next thing you want to do is simply select a title icon. Okay, so you can make this look, again, we can use the little icons that we used that you can use on the bar as well. Whatever kind you want. I got this little smoky face you can actually use here, or you could use a white arrow. The black arrow won't show up on the black background. You can use a little palm tree with the beach ball. For now, we're just going to use the smoky face, make it stand out. Then you can select what type of background you want. Okay, I can make it jet black, dark blue, light blue, orange. You can make it red, or you can make it white. In the near future, we will actually have more colors to choose from as well. This works a little differently than the bar that drops into place. This sits in the corner, and it just has a different functionality, so that's why you can't custom your own to the exact layout that you want for color, but we're going to give you plenty of options that you'll be able to pick something that looks really nice with your site. Okay, then what you want to do is just select your font style over here. Okay, again, pick whichever style you want. Some of the styles you won't be able to fit all your words in, so you want to keep it, again, keep your message over here short and sweet, and make sure you're using a style that just fits in. And if it goes out over it, you might have to tweak. The corner area doesn't hold as much text as you can get in the bar area, so you want to keep it as short and sweet as possible. This is just an attention getter to get people to buy your products, buy your affiliate products, click on your advertisers' links, whatever you want to showcase and get in front of them. Okay, and then we need to make the bar active, and we also want to select where we want this bar to show. Now, you can't make the corner bar and the top bar show up site-wide simultaneously. The top bar will override that. So what you can do is put this in different categories. Okay, so or you can use these site-wide if you'd rather use this site-wide, but you can't use both because they interfere with each other. So you use one or the other. We're going to put this in just a page here. We'll select this page, electronic cigarette brands. Okay, and That's one of the pages on this site. We'll select that and we'll go ahead and we'll save this bar. Now again, the one thing about this is that this bar is going to be dark, so it will probably not work with the site as well. So we might have to use a brighter bar. So we'll check that out. So I'm going to open up that page and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, and go into the site. This is what this looks like. Now, as you can see, the dark background probably doesn't look right with kind of a darker looking site, so we'll probably want to brighten this up. And you can see this the click here area sticks out just a little bit too far. It's an easy fix, so what I'm going to show you is how to fix this. So I'm actually glad I ran into a little slight problem here, because you can take that whole third area off altogether. And if you go back in to your dashboard and you go in the settings, go back into WP Click Me, corner pocket, we can actually go in and edit this bar. Okay, so we're just going to open this back up, and we will just go ahead and, we can actually just try something smaller, like Click Now, and that should fit. Or you can even do like Click. Okay, just something to get their attention. Because what you want to do is just entice them to click, get something in there to click. And I know you probably already know these things, but you can do that. You can get them to click by just drawing their interest. Okay, so we're going to save this bar, and we'll go back to the page we were just at. And now you can see it fits in there perfectly. I'm also logged in, which kind of cuts off some of it here, because this, like I said, this fits a little bit differently than if we were to use the top drop down bar or the bottom bar that comes up. So you have to keep your wording very limited up here at the top. So look at it after you put one of these up. Look at it logged in, and then look at it when you're logged out and see if it looks good, if you like the way that it looks on your site. And again, we're going to go back in real quick because I want to edit that color, because I'm not a huge fan of the black on the gray because it's just a little too dark. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to make this stand out just a little bit more. And again, you can do that. You can go select that from right here at your background area, and we can select dark blue. We could select orange. Orange would probably show up really well there. And then if we do that, we can also change our text color that we're using and just make it something like black. Okay, something that stands out here to really grab the person's attention while they're at the site. So it doesn't have to be anything that you have preset. You can kind of like see it. As you can see why I move it, you can see down in here, you can actually see the color start to change. So you can just play with it until you get the color that you want. Okay, we'll just do something like that for now. Okay, so we'll just save that again, and then we can go take another look here. Okay, there we go. And that setting changed, and now it shows up nice over in the side of the website. So now that really stands out. Okay, and if you were to go to any other page on the site, we'd be back at our regular bar because we only had that corner bar showing on a particular category. So when you're not in that category, you're going to see the default bar that you set up for the rest of the site-wide. So if you have that set up site-wide, whichever one you have set up site-wide will take the lead. Okay, unless you select alternate categories, and then the category overrides what is site-wide. Okay, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you're learning a lot. Use the corner bar to get some additional attention if you want to get more attention from the corner, and you want something that's extremely less intrusive, that just sits out of the way completely. I personally prefer using the drop down bar. That's my favorite, but I know some people like to put the corner bars in because they're less intrusive and people can still click them and see them and all that. So it's up to you what you want to use. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in another video.